Let's make a quick recording here. So someone asked a question about percentiles, and so I just wanted to give you a real quick rundown. So for a population with a mean IQ of 100 and a standard deviation of 15, what percentile is an IQ of 115? Well, the way you calculate this is by calculating the Z-score, aka the number of standard deviations above or below the mean that someone is. Here, and so generally the Z-score is your score minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. In this case, for 115, our Z-score is 115 minus 100 over 15, which is just 1. So if you're exactly one standard deviation above or below or whatever the mean, or some exact number of standard deviations, you don't have to use the Z-table. You can just use the empirical rule, which is that rule about 68%, 95%, etc. So if you are exactly one standard deviation above the mean, that means, well, we know there's 68% of the data in there, which means the other 32% is evenly distributed. There is 16% of it there, there is 16% of it there, meaning 16% of the people are above me, the other 84% are below me. So here, a Z-score, an IQ of 115 is the 84th percentile, because we're having a score that is greater than 84% of the population. For an IQ of 120, it's less straightforward. I mean, it's still pretty much straightforward. I'm still going to find the Z-score. 120 minus 100 divided by 15 is 20 over 15, which reduces to what, 4/3? So 1.333333, whatever. Then you have to go look at a Z-table. I'm going to get real close here because I have to look at the Z-table. It's on my computer. There's probably one in your book as well. But if you look at the Z-table, if you look at the score 1.33, so I'm going over to 1.33, and you can't see my screen, I know, but the Z-score there is the value in the table for 1.33 is 0.9082. So the Z value, I think that's what it's called. Sorry, it's been a little while. The Z-table value is what I'll just say for now is 0.9082. That means that an IQ of 120 is in the 90.82th percentile, or I would probably say the 91st percentile. I'd actually probably say the 90th percentile, because we're not actually greater than 91% of the population, but we're definitely greater than 90% of the population. So that's what I would say about that. And then looking at kind of the other side of things, and I got to start my other class here in 5 minutes, so I better hurry up. Looking at the other side of things, you could also kind of ask the reverse direction. What IQ score is in the 40th percentile, or is the 40th percentile, meaning greater than 40% of the population? For this one, you're trying to find the IQ score based on what the Z-score, So if we're trying to be in the 40th percentile, well, the mean is the 50th percentile. Here's the score we're looking for that's greater than 40% of the population. So you're going to look for the value of 0.40 in the middle of the table, not on the ends like the top and the like. You're not looking for Z equal to 0.40, which has a table value of 0.6554. You're looking for the 0.40 value in the table. So you're going to get a negative value because, right, if you're less than the mean, your Z-score is negative. So I'm looking at my values here, looking at my table, and I know this is kind of lame because you can't actually see what I'm doing. But if I look here in my table, I see the closest thing to 0.4000, which is still a little bit bigger, is 0.4013, which is at a Z-score of negative 0.25. So my Z-score is negative 0.25. Then I'm going to translate that back to what the IQ score would be. So again, the IQ, so when you calculate the Z-score, is it's your score minus the mean divided by the standard deviation is equal to the Z-score. So to calculate my score, or your score, I'm going to multiply by 15 and add 100. 15 times negative 0.25, that's just a quarter of 15, which is 3.75, right, because a quarter of 16 is 4. That's going to be negative 3.75 plus 100, which is going to be 96.25. So I would say a Z-score, I would probably say an IQ of 96. You might have to round up, I'm not exactly sure. But an IQ of 96 would be in the 40th percentile because it's greater than 40% of the population's IQs. All right, I'm going to end it there, and I will post this as soon as I can.